Hello Aries, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your Mercury Retrograde Tarot reading from August 4th or 5th, depending on where you live in the world, until August 28th and 29th. Mercury retrograde affects communication, technology, travel, as well as decision making. During this time, you want to be careful about what you say and how you say it so it doesn't come across as being too brash or too insensitive. You also want to double and triple check any text or emails you're sending, especially if it has anything to do with like legal paperwork or anything like that. You definitely want to take a look at that as well. Higher probability at this time of delays and cancellations, particularly when it comes to travel as well as decision making. This is your Celtic Cross reading for Mercury retrograde. So let's see what we have for you. Overall energy is the Eight of Cups during this time. Eight of Cups in this deck talks about escapism, disappointment, abandonment, maybe even an emotional withdrawal from a particular situation. Now, keep in mind during this reading, this could be in your professional, personal, or romantic life. So I want you to take all of this how it resonates to you. And if this isn't your message, that's quite all right. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if this reading does not resonate with you, please be sure to check your other signs if you're not quite sure where they are. Listed below, pinned to the comment section, will be a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all that said, Aries, let's begin. Your present situation, Aries, we have the Strength card. You are currently being challenged during Mercury retrograde with the Ace of Pentacles. In your past, we have the Tower, and in your future, we have the Fool. 3 major arcana cards already out of the 4. In your consciousness, what you're aware of and thinking about, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and in your subconsciousness, basically the rear wheelhouse of your brain that maybe you're not too aware of, but what your mind is continually focused on is the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Cups. Your external influence is the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and your influence is the Sun. Your most likely outcome is the Ten of Swords. We're going to begin to clarify all of that now using this deck. I want to take a look at that Tower, please. Please clarify the Tower. So this would have happened in your recent past. So this could have been any disaster, upheaval, sudden change, or maybe even a sudden revelation that you had about a particular person, place, or thing. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Tower is being clarified by the Fool in the upright, as well as the Sun in the upright, and the Two of Wands in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in the upright. So I see that in the past, there was actually a revelation. I don't think that this Tower is necessarily a bad thing. I think quite recently you've had the revelation that you want to take the chance with that Fool card, take the leap, to have a new beginning. Focus a bit more on your future and the things that bring you happiness or that bring you success or that you believe will bring you happiness or success. And for a lot of you, this had to do with love or sensual pleasures. Perhaps you received someone's cup of love, so to speak, or an apology. And I feel that for many of you, you had the revelation that, yes, you wanted to take this opportunity, if you will, to maybe reevaluate paths or choices that you have, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. So I feel in that sense, the Tower here is actually a good thing because it whatever this Tower was for you, it ended up creating a moment of evaluation or reevaluation for you. What do I want to attach myself to moving forward? And what do I want to detach myself from moving forward? So that brings us to present day, and present day is strength. Now, the energy I'm feeling here is that you need to be strong, or at least that's how you're feeling presently and during Mercury retrograde, like you need to be strong about which path you want to take, or maybe weighing out the possibilities or weighing out the pros and cons of both paths, of both paths, sorry. Tell me more about this Strength card in the upright. Okay, well, Death card came out. Give me 2 more cards on this, please and thank you. So this was clarified by the Death card in the upright, the Ace of Wands in the upright, and the Nine of Wands in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have King of Wands. which very well could be you because that is a fire sign. So the King of Wands, yes, looks good, smells good, could be Queen of Wands as well. But this is someone who's bold, quick thinking, very generous, very passionate. They come across as being very strong. This is someone who is very proud of themselves. So I feel though, as the King of Wands, you want to be strong, to rebirth your life with this Death card. This Death card talks about a transformation in this deck. It's a willingness actually to break from the past. So I feel that for a lot of you, Aries, this revelation that you had in the past about, maybe I do need to take a chance to follow my happiness, whatever that person, place, or thing is. And let me, reassess my options. What do I want to attach and detach from, etc. I feel that it presently, and if you're not feeling it, you may be feeling it during Mercury retrograde, is yes, I do want to break with the past. I want some sort of death to my old life and a rebirth of myself in the future. I feel like this is almost like a spiritual deep cleaning or deep cleansing for you in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's definitely, I feel that your decision will be that you want to end something in order to bring beneficial change to your life. And I feel that what you want to bring an end to is patterns. The 9 of Wands in the upright for me is patterns in relationships. This could be toxic patterns. It does speak about the ability to endure the good fight, or to stand up for yourself, or create healthy boundaries. But with that Ace of Wands here, 9 wands, and then the 1 wand and the Ace of Wands is 10 wands. And so I feel like 10 being the end, and the Death card talking about transformation, and in this deck particularly an end to the past. I feel what a lot of you will want to do. Now, I'm not sure if you will do it. We're going to continue to clarify. But the feeling at the start of Mercury retrograde for you will be great enthusiasm to close out past cycles and really look forward to the future with great enthusiasm. Your challenge, though, is the Ace of Pentacles. Why the Ace of Pentacles? Now, Ace of Pentacles is manifestation. It's a brand new start. It's prosperity. It's a new opportunity. And this appears to be the challenge for some of you. So, recent past, you're thinking about your life, what you want to remove from it, or who you want to remove from it, and what or who you want to add to it. Then at the start of Mercury retrograde, you're like, okay, I know what I want to do. I want to stop the negative patterns of the past. I want to transform myself in my life. And I want to have this new passion. I want to chase my passion. But there's an obstacle here. And the obstacle is this new opportunity. Tell me why, please and thank you. The Ace of Pentacles in the upright is being clarified by strength. Wow. As well as the King of Pentacles in the upright, and the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Now, Judgment in this deck talks about a new life. It talks about the ability to forgive the past and let it go. It's a wake-up call. It's a calling from the divine that you feel internally to do the right thing. I feel that with the Strength card in the upright, King of Pentacles in the upright, and the 8 of Pentacles in the upright, your new opportunity comes from you releasing something or someone from the past, or a life that you worked very hard on. Perhaps what you perceive to be stability or financial stability within your life, or a successful life. I feel like I'm talking to an Aries collective here that understands that starting their life over means having to disengage from their previous life. And so as much as they want to manifest this, as much as you want to manifest this new opportunity, it's almost like you're blocking yourself, or have been blocking yourself from doing that, because it means having to walk away from something in the past. So this is where that Strength card comes in. So I feel during the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to try to find the inner strength. I almost feel like this is you trying to reconcile your heart and your head, meaning your head is telling you, no, I have to be practical, right? King of Wands, I have to be practical. King of Wands, sorry, King of Pentacles. I have to be practical here. and maintain the life that I've always lived and maintain what I've always worked so hard on. 8 of Pentacles. And then part of you is like, no, I have to, it's like that's your head, right? The practical side of Aries. But then your internal in your heart is like, no, I need to be dynamic and I need to be courageous and I want to be adventurous. I mean, we have the Fool card here twice on the table. So I feel like your heart is then saying, no, I have to be strong to leave this behind because I don't get this without this. So that appears to be your challenge as you move towards the next 2 to 3 weeks of the retrograde. Now, in your consciousness, excuse me, for those of you who are coupled, in your consciousness, what you were seriously thinking about is becoming single. 9 of Pentacles is one of 2 singular cards in the minor arcana portion of tarot. It is someone who chases their wishes. It's someone who fulfills their own happiness. It's someone who can take care of themselves spiritually and emotionally and financially and physically. And would the, I always look at the 9 of Pentacles as the Empress in waiting. If you're a masculine watching this very well then is the Emperor in waiting, which consequently is your card, right? The Emperor. But I feel in your consciousness, for those of you who are coupled, what you're seriously giving thought to is becoming singular, maybe leaving a current partner or spouse, something like that, or a family. You could be living with your parents or living with your family, and yes, it's stable, and yes, it's providing you with some sort of financial stability, but you know that the only way to go out on your own is to get out from under them, right? So whether it's a family, a spouse, a partner, anything like that. For those of you who are not partnered, what you're thinking about now or will be thinking about during Mercury retrograde is, how do I become the 9 of Pentacles? How do I become someone who can stand on their own and take care of themselves and not necessarily need anyone to survive or thrive? Now, in your consciousness, ironically, what you're not thinking about is the 8 of Pentacles, which came out here to clarify your current problem. So I feel like it's almost like your brain is split in two, to be quite honest. You have one portion of your brain saying, I want to be single. Or at the very least, I want to be able to take care of myself independently, independent of others. And then you have the wheelhouse kind of in the back of your head saying, but what about everything I've worked on? Like, what about that? Was that all for naught? Or how am I going to work this out? So let's clarify this now in your unconsciousness or subconsciousness. Tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles for the Aries collective. Please and thank you. 8 of Cups almost wanted to fly out again, which is the card at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy during this time for you. 8 of Pentacles in the upright is being clarified by 10 of Swords in the upright, which consequently ends up being your outcome, but that's not necessarily a negative thing because we're going to clarify this for you. So you have the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords in the upright, sorry. You have the Star card and you have the Moon. So bottom of the deck, you have 6 of Pentacles. So I feel this argument you're kind of having in your head, which then ends up becoming the argument you have between your head and your heart, is I do want to put an end to things because 10s in tarot are an end. So I want to put an end to whatever's no longer serving me or no longer serving my highest good. I do want to heal myself. However, I'm afraid. The Moon card in this deck talks about anxiety and fears. And so this is where I feel the challenge is coming from, just within your own thinking, where part of you is thinking, I either want to be single or want to be independent. And the other part is you, but wait, what about everything we worked on? Like, how do we put an end to that? And then what happens next? So it's almost like you have 2 arguments at this time going on within yourself. One between almost like 2 sides of your brain, and then the other one is like your head and your heart. Interesting. Tell me more about the Fool, because this is your future that you're not seeing. And the Fool in this deck talks about beginnings, spontaneity, and being a free spirit. So tell me more about the Fool card for Aries. And I always look at the Fool card as Aries. So I almost feel like this is you coming out strong in the future. So tell me more about the Fool card in the upright, please and thank you. So this is your immediate future. We have the Hermit in the upright, to the Page of Swords in the upright, to the Lovers in the upright. So there's your choice. Bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Pentacles. Behind the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands. So I feel what you don't see coming in the near future. Remember, this reading is for the period of Mercury retrograde, right? August 4th or 5th to the 28th or 29th of the month. So if you wanted to, you very well could take this as this Tower being the beginning, the middle here being your conscious, unconscious present. And then by that last week of Mercury retrograde, as we close out not only Leo season, but also the month of August, I feel that you're stepping into this moment. And this moment is, I really have to go within and do a lot of soul searching. I'm ready to take the jump. I don't think you quite take it during Mercury retrograde. Now, for some of you, this is a job. This is a job where you have the revelation that I want to be happy at what I do. I'm no longer happy where I'm at, but I don't want to be too risky. And so it's almost like the Two of Wands becomes a pause to that Fool card in that Tower moment. Yes, I want to chase my happiness, but I don't know if I just want to leave this job, or I don't know if I want to go to a new place or even start my own business. So again, you could take this in your professional, personal, romantic life, but there's a big life-changing decision here for many of you. And the Two of Wands is going to act as your pause, which I kind of like. It's unlike Aries, because you tend to be very spontaneous, very dynamic, very adventurous. But I feel like, and not that you're not mature, of course you are, but this is like an extremely mature part of Aries, where maybe in the past you would have just jumped and did things, maybe like when you were younger or whatever, but now maybe because you have so much at stake as the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, that you're pausing a lot more. So you're closing out, as far as we can see here, a Mercury retrograde by really doing a lot of soul searching and introspection. I like the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is like, the Page of Swords is, I really have to get more information. I can't make a balanced choice. The Lover's card here being the choice card. I can't make the right choice, because I don't even really know what the right choice is until I get more information. So you do believe by the end of Mercury retrograde, I want to do this. Whatever this change is, or life change is, or job change, or relationship change, it's a yes. It's definitely a yes, I want to do this. But now I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this. And I feel that to see this process for Aries, I've known so many Aries, or individuals who have Aries, high in their chart, like their moon, or even their north node. I feel like this is just a very rational Aries at this time, coming to the decision of, yes, I want to change my life, but I'm going to take my time to figure out how. So your external influence, this would be any third-party external influence. This could be money, this could be bills, this could be a partner, family, community, you name it, is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords in the reverse is an individual who's very independent and very organized, very perceptive, but it's someone who's a little chaotic when it comes to their communication. So tell me a bit about this Knight of Swords in the reverse as the external influence Aries will be facing during the retrograde. Please and thank you. The Knight of Swords in the reverse is being clarified by the High Priestess, the King of Cups in the upright, and the Magician in the upright. Wow. Bottom of the deck, you have the Devil, and that's being clarified by the Six of Wands. So I feel here for some of you, not all of you, but I feel here for some of you, you have an individual or individuals who are possibly very spiritual, or possibly are of the belief that they know better than you, or they know, I don't want to say better than you, they know what's best for you. They know what's best for you. And I feel like this person is bombarding you with chaotic information, or chaotic facts, or chaotic intel. And And it's not that the intel or facts they're giving you is chaotic. They're doing it in a chaotic way. Knight of Swords in the reverse. It's like, and this, and this. Some of you that are my age, I'm 50, you'll remember those Oxy commercials, the OxyClean commercials. But even if it's not Oxy, any infomercial, it's like, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. And if you call right now, right? So I feel like you have an individual who has a great amount of unconditional love for you, Queen or King of Cups. This person may feel that they're a bit more intuitive than you, or they, not that they know better than you, they know what is best for you. This is someone who's manifesting that you make this change. So you have someone in your energy during the next 2 to 3 weeks that loves you unconditionally, feels that they are spiritually connected to you, and they're manifesting for you to have the strength to make this life change or this life choice. I mean, this is like your biggest cheerleader here. Or if you had a fan club, this is the president of your fan club. So I do feel that this person means well, but the way they're giving you the information, like, well, here's a job, let's say it's work related, right? Well, here's a job you can apply to. Well, what about this one? What about this one? And you're just like, whoa, like, yes, I know what I have to do, right? But I'm going to take my time and look at jobs. Or, yes, I know I have to move out of my community, but I'm not going to move into the first apartment that you find, right? That kind of thing. So your external influence is someone who loves you unconditionally, wants what's best for you, but the way they're approaching it is very erratic. And that might be what's delaying you from making the decision, or maybe even scaring you off from making the decision. Now, your hope and fear is the Queen of Cups, which is interesting because the King of Cups here, which could be a Queen of Cups, is the external influence. So let's see if they are one and the same. And I feel like this with the Devil and the Six of Wands, this person, whoever they are, this King of Cups, Queen of Cups here, they're obsessed. Devil to the Six of Wands, they're obsessed with you being successful. And that's why I said, I don't feel like this person wants you to make a decision that would hurt you or negatively impact your life in any way. This person's obsessed with your happiness and your victory. I just think the way they're going to communicate with you next 2 to 3 weeks might put some of you off. So keep that in mind. But I do, the energy here is that this person does have great love for you. Now, the Queen of Cups is your hope and fear. Please clarify that, Queen of Cups, please and thank you. So the Queen of Cups as hope and fear is pretty interesting. Clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, the King of Swords in the upright, and the Six of Swords in the upright. And then bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Wands. Very interesting. I feel that your hope and fear is, and it's gonna, maybe this won't resonate for all of you. It's, your hope and fear is to have financial stability, Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups, which is unconditional love. So you're both hoping, you're hoping for both of them, but you're fearing you may not be able to have both, or you're fearing you may have to leave one to have the other, or and I feel like you're stepping into the role of the King of Swords here. Like, again, I have to be very practical, and this is a spreadsheet king of tarot. So I feel a lot of you are like, well, I have to remove emotions from this. I have to be, I have to be practical about this decision. But then part of you is like, well, why can't you have both? Why can't you have a life or a job or a living situation or a partner in the future that can offer you the unconditional love you need and the financial security or stability that you need in your life? So why can't you have a job that you absolutely love and you make great money at? Because this person, whoever they are, this King, Queen of Cups here in your external influence, they believe you can have both. They're obsessed with believing you can have both. So again, it feels like you're the only one getting in the way of this big decision because you feel like there's an either or. Why can't it be an and? Why can't it be, I can find a love partner that I can grow with and have financial stability with and also have unconditional love with? Like, why are you staying in a situation where it's one or the other, when if you just move forward, Six of Swords, and believe as much as this other person does that you can have both, why can't you have both? So I almost feel for a lot of you, you're allowing fear to get in your way, which is so unlike an Aries. Now, your influence is the sun, because I think you do want happiness. Your influence is, I do want happiness. So tell me more about the sun card here for Aries, for their influence. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. So the sun is being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Bam! That was your challenge. This now becomes your influence. The Four of Cups in the upright and the Ace of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, you have Three of Pentacles. Well, some of you may not believe it now at the time that you're watching this, but I believe that your influence is going to be, I now know my truth and I'm chasing my happiness, even if it means I have to Four of Cup it, reject someone or something else. Even if it means I have to tell my parents, thanks for letting me live here this whole time, but I'm going out on my own. And that is my truth. Or telling a partner you no longer want to be with them because your truth is your happiness lies elsewhere. Or giving a 2-week notice to your job, even if they try giving you a re-sign-on bonus or something like that. And you're like, thanks, but no thanks. I now know my truth. I have to go work elsewhere or start my own job, or I've already been hired somewhere else. And so what a lot of you don't see coming is during this process, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to have the revelation that you do need to leave someone or something behind in order to chase your happiness. And I do believe that you decide to chase your happiness. That's why your overall energy for the retrograde is the Eight of Cups, because you decide, I do have to withdraw from something and chase my happiness. My happiness no longer is, or no longer exists where I am. Your outcome here is the Ten of Swords. Why the Ten of Swords here? For Aries outcome. Why the Ten of Swords? Now again, tens in tarot are an end. So why the Ten of Swords for the most likely outcome? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Ten of Swords in the uprights being clarified by the King of Wands. Look at you. You've come out. The King of Wands was at the bottom of the deck before. King of Wands in the upright. Seven of Pentacles in the upright. And the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, the World. You're going to close out this whole chapter. You don't see it now. So let's take a look at this again for you. Quick recap, and I'm going to pull you some advice cards as well as the Moonology card. So quick recap for you. You're starting off Mercury retrograde with the revelation that you want to chase your happiness. You now know what it is, and you now know it's no longer where it's at. And then part of you starts, it's almost head and heart arguing. Well, I have two paths before me. I can stay where I am, or I can move towards the future. Where is my happiness, and where do I want to take the risk, right? By the middle of Mercury retrograde, you're realizing your happiness is not where you're at. You need to end that situation, whatever it is. For some of you who are partnered, you come to the realization that you definitively want to become single. For those of you who are, that's not an issue. The realization then is you want to become more independent. That doesn't mean singular for some of you. It just means I want to be able to chase my own happiness and fulfill my own wishes. Although you're afraid of it, it's an intriguing prospect for you. And so by the end of Mercury retrograde, you decide, I'm going to do some soul searching here. I definitely want to change my life. I'm making the choice now to get more information with that Page of Swords card on how I can take the risk. You have a friend, a family member, a coworker, a mentor. Someone is here rooting for you as your biggest cheerleader of yes, you can do it. But during the 2 to 3 week period, they're bombarding you with facts and figures, which you need, right? Because you're trying to go into hermit mode, but this person's doing it in a very erratic way. So be mindful if you do encounter this individual, it is coming from a deep place of love. This person is obsessed with your happiness. So I don't, that could be good or bad, but I don't feel like this person means you any harm. Your hope and fear is you want financial stability and unconditional love or unconditional happiness. And your hope is you want both, but your fear is you have to choose one or the other. And I'm here to tell you, you can have both. You absolutely can have both. And I think you come to that realization, and you come to that realization because your influence is, yes, I'm going to reject whatever no longer serves me, and I'm going to chase my happiness. It's a beautiful energy. Your outcome, which you're not going to see at the end of Mercury retrograde, it's probably going to happen more into Libra season. But what you don't see is you are going to put an end to the past and start an entirely new cycle of your life. The World card is the end here, and right behind it is the Two of Cups. For a lot of you, this is, wow, this is love related. I feel for those of you who are partnered, you are leaving one person for another. The person you are going to realize, maybe it's this crazy, and I don't mean that in a clinical or in a derogatory way. Maybe it's this crazy cheerleader who loves you. I don't know. Could just be, could be a friend, could be a new job. But whatever this is for you, you're going to put an end to the past. Ten of Swords, it's done. And you're going to really step into this fire energy and spin that wheel of fortune and change your life. And you're going to do it with great, great, great passion. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Let me get you some advice now, my friend. I believe this is the Mindful Info deck. Yes, it is. Advice for Aries during this time. Please and thank you. Your advice card we have is ask for help. Maybe from this cheerleader person. I don't know. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength, which we saw twice in your reading, to reach out. Do that today. So some of you looking to change a job, bottom of the deck, you have pivot. Wow, thank you. I'm going to read that to you in a second. So for some of you finally make the decision to leave a job or leave a relationship, leave a community, right? A living environment. Once you make that decision, there is a person or people that if you ask for help, they will help you. There are people that will use their network contacts and help you get another job, or at least find you reputable places you can apply to. Or someone could put you in touch with a trusted realtor, help you find another place to live, or something like that. So whatever this is for you, or if you're leaving a marriage or you're leaving a relationship, you have a person or people who will help you, and the divine is letting you know that all you have to do is kind of put that call out. You'll be pretty surprised how many people run to your aid. Bottom of the deck, you had pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot just a little bit today? And I feel that's what you're doing. A lot of you are going to make this pivot and really radically change your life. Let's get you some Moonology cards here. We'll take whatever pops out for you for the Aries Collective during Mercury retrograde. Please and thank you. Thank you. Wow, 3 in a row. Anything else? Okay. Bottom of the deck, prosperity lies ahead, which is a new moon in Taurus. You have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. And then you have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Before I pull that last card for you, I want to give you some signs that you could be dealing with during this time. I have Aries here. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo again, Aries again, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini again, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Sun card is Leo, and one time at the bottom of the deck we saw the Devil card, which would be Capricorn. So let's get your final card here for you now for the Aries Collective. Big time of communicating to yourself, I believe, during this Mercury retrograde period. I feel like a lot of internal talk about this life-changing decision. One more card here, or a card here for Aries, please and thank you. Aries, your final message is Teacher Awakens. I think that's you. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. That's what I have for you, Aries, for Mercury retrograde. I wish you a tremendous amount of luck and success with this life-changing decision. If you like this message and it resonated with you, or you found it fun, entertaining, or enlightening, want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friend, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.